India is one of the most populous countries in the world, and now they've taken on a gigantic task to build the largest airport in the country's history. The question now is why? Keep watching this video to find out the real reason India has decided to take on such a monumental task. If you've heard the rumors about India attempting to build the largest airport they've ever built, then you heard correctly. The country has set things in motion to build an airport called the Noida International Airport, which will not only be India's largest airport, but will also change the entire aviation landscape of the country. Also known as Jawar Airport, the NIA is located close to Jawar in Uttar Pradesh's Gautam Buddha Nagar district. And according to reports, this new gigantic airport will cater to the national capital region of Delhi. But how large is this new airport exactly? According to the construction plan, the Jawar Airport will span around 7,200 acres, which is about 2,900 hectares of land. This makes it not only the largest in India, but one of the largest in Asia as a whole. As for the first phase of the construction, it's being built on approximately 2,200 acres of land and will feature not one, but 2 runways. This particular phase of the construction is expected to be finished before 2024 runs out and will have the capacity to handle more than 12 million passengers on a yearly basis. As for the future phases of the airport, the project plans to expand to as many as 8 runways. It's worth mentioning that no airport currently existing in India has such a capacity. Then there's the final phase, which is expected to be completed by 2050, and it'll be able to handle more than 120 million passengers annually. But it isn't just the number of passengers the airport can handle that makes it special. There's also the large amount of cargo to consider. India has emerged as a major player in the global supply chain, and having an airport as large as the Jawar Airport will be vital. The thing is, India already has a lot of airports, which begs the question, why build another one, let alone one of such size? Let's explore the many reasons why building this airport has become an urgent matter for the government of India. One of the major reasons why India has decided to build a new, larger-than-life airport is because of the overcrowding at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, or IGI as it's famously called. As of 2024, the IGI acts as the major route to the NCR and the northern region of India. Unfortunately, this airport has found it difficult to keep up with the high influx and departure of travelers. For those who don't know, the IGI deals with over 70 million passengers on a yearly basis. The scary part is that this figure is expected to increase within the next few years, as air travel has now become more accessible to the middle-class population of India. Going by the current statistics and future projections, it's estimated that the IGI will have to cater to more than 100 million travelers by 2025. For this reason, the Noida International Airport is being constructed in anticipation of a significant surge in the number of travelers. The first phase of the new airport is expected to handle at least 12 million passengers annually, and after more expansions, the new airport is projected to handle more than 120 million passengers per year. With the new airport fully functional, the burden on the IGI will be greatly reduced, and traveler experience will be significantly better. Another reason the Indian government is constructing the Jawar Airport is because of the country's fast-growing economy. And with the economic boom comes a lot of foreign investors and tourists in and out of the country. With this in mind, the Indian government is projected to boost in international trade and the growth of several industries. Therefore, a need for a larger, more modern, and more functional airport has become a priority. Going by its capacity, the Jawar Airport will be able to handle not just a larger number of passengers, but a significantly larger amount of cargo. As of 2024, air travel has become the most preferred choice of travel and transportation of cargo for millions of foreigners and locals, and the Indian government has recognized the need for a much larger airport. The new airport is part of a greater plan, which is to turn India into a global aviation giant that can boost international trade. Now, it isn't just the number of runways that makes India's new airport an architectural marvel, it's also the size of each runway. According to the construction plan, each runway will be approximately 12,760 feet long. This means the runways can accommodate even the largest cargo or passenger plane. Of course, this includes the Airbus A380. These huge runways are designed with the intention of having smooth and simultaneous movement of cargo and passenger flights without delay or interruptions. As for the terminal buildings, they'll be designed using state-of-the-art architecture that focuses on both efficiency and environmental sustainability. This design will employ energy-saving technology. This includes the use of solar panels to reduce the airport's carbon emissions. But that's not all, as the terminal infrastructure will also have a terminal that is exclusive to cargo and another that is strictly meant for passengers. The Jawar Airport is located in a very strategic position. It is situated 72 kilometers from the Indira Gandhi International Airport, which offers a favorable alternative. The new airport is also accessible to major cities around the country, as it's just 36 kilometers from Bulandshahr, 38 kilometers from Palwal, and 40 kilometers from Greater Noida. But that's not the best part, as the new airport is also being built with connecting roads and railroads in mind. The Jawar airport will be linked directly to the Yamuna Expressway, which is one of India's most popular highways. This will aid in quick accessibility of nearby cities such as Mathura, Agra, and Vrindavan. To its credit, the National Highways Authority of India is also building a 31-kilometer greenfield highway that connects the Jawar airport to the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway. By doing so, connectivity to other major cities will be boosted. To add to that, the new airport will also be integrated into the Regional Rapid Transit System, which is a 71-kilometer semi-high-speed rail project connecting Ghaziabad to Jawar, with 11 stations planned along the route. Once this is done, the travel time for passengers moving across major cities within the NCR will reduce significantly. Also, a 61-kilometer railway line is in the works, which will link the Jawar airport to Khurja and Palwal. To add to that, the Jawar airport will also be linked to the metro system through the Noida Metro and the Delhi Metro. This will offer a smoother transit option for commuters moving across different areas of the NCR. Integrating the new airport into India's public transportation system will help lower clogs in traffic and facilitate quicker movement to and from the airport. Besides connectivity and decongestion of the IGI, the new airport, as with any other large-scale project, will create several job opportunities and have a positive impact on India's economy. This project is expected to generate thousands of jobs directly and indirectly. This is already evident in the construction phase, as it's been projected that over 100,000 people will be hired for different purposes that are directly linked to the airport's construction. Of course, jobs in the construction phase are expected to be temporary. But once the airport is completed, it's estimated that there will be tens of thousands of new jobs created. These jobs include, but are not limited to, airport staff, hospitality workers, transportation services, and retail. To add to that, the new airport will give the regional economy a major boost thanks to all the economic and travel activity going on in and around the airport. Sectors such as logistics, trade, and tourism are expected to be the major beneficiaries of the new airport once it's completed. For small, medium, and large-scale entrepreneurs that have no direct dealings with the airport, it is expected that they will set up new branches or fresh startups around the airport, as the human population around the Jawar area will increase significantly. With this in mind, food vendors, boutiques, souvenir stores, hotels, inner-city transporters, and several other businesses can be set up to cater to the large number of travelers moving through the new airport. Simply put, the Indian government hopes that by building the country's largest airport, the Jawar region can be transformed into an economic hub that'll trigger regional growth. As expected, the construction of an airport as large as this inevitably raises concerns about environmental sustainability. To address these issues, the developers of the Noida International Airport are incorporating a range of eco-friendly initiatives into the design and construction processes. The airport is expected to be one of the most sustainable airports in India, with plans to use renewable energy sources such as solar power to reduce its carbon footprint. In addition to energy efficiency measures, the airport will include extensive green spaces, rainwater harvesting systems, and waste management programs to minimize its environmental impact. The airport's master plan also includes provisions for noise reduction and air quality management, ensuring that the surrounding communities are not adversely affected by the increase in air traffic. While the vision for the Jawar airport is ambitious, it has sparked major concerns regarding its potential impact on local ecosystems, especially the Danauri wetlands. These wetlands are an important habitat for various migratory and endangered bird species, and the construction of the airport raises questions about how this development will affect the local wildlife and biodiversity. Environmental activists have called for the wetlands to be designated as a Ramsar site, which would provide more protection and recognition for their ecological significance. To reduce the environmental impact of India's new airport, stakeholders are exploring measures to safeguard the wetlands while allowing for the airport's construction. This includes conducting thorough environmental assessments and implementing strategies to preserve and enhance local biodiversity. These measures may involve creating buffer zones around the wetlands, establishing conservation programs, and investing in habitat restoration initiatives. By addressing these ecological concerns proactively, the goal is to ensure that the development of Noida International Airport doesn't come at the expense of vital ecosystems. The construction of Noida International Airport, or Jawar Airport, is a major milestone in India's ambition to boost its aviation infrastructure and accommodate the growing demand for air travel. With its strategic location, modern facilities, and enhancement in connectivity, this new airport promises to ease congestion at existing facilities while boosting economic growth and job creation. While taking note of ecological concerns is critical, a balanced approach can help ensure that development and environmental conservation go hand in hand. As India takes this major step forward, Noida International Airport is poised to become a cornerstone of the nation's aviation future, which will redefine the landscape of air travel in the region and beyond. That being said, head over to the comments and tell us what you think of India's largest airport. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful megastructure content. See you in the next video.